I'm Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
Hi, I'm Cece, the Midnight Baker, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Good morning, Frederick. Today is Tuesday, March 4th. I am your host, Danny Gurry. And we had Cece on before and as opening this show because today is her grand opening celebration. It is at 3 p.m. today, New Orleans style. It is Mardi Gras going to be happening on West Patrick Street at Maryland Bakes today at 3 o'clock. Please join. I'll be down there to congratulate her and Pumpkin Peasant Pierogies doing a grand opening together. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But here is the show rundown for today. And I will also put this up because we're giving away some great stuff. Oh, good morning. Good morning to Mama Cone. We're on time and everything today. I want to say good morning to Tara. And yes, have a fantastic Tuesday. That's what we want to do. All right, today's show, we got Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD's Morning News Express covering local news, weather, and sports. And then a highlight of the events in our area under Happening in Frederick. Of course, we keep you up to date with all the great events happening in our community because we want you to know, be informed. There's a ton of great stuff that happens here all the time. You could stay busy 24/7, I'm telling you, in this town of ours. And then we've got Don Klein from the Red Horse Steakhouse interviewing him. I haven't been in that steakhouse in quite a while, but they've got some really, really great happy hours and dinners. Plus, you can rent. If you're looking for a private event, there is event space there that has been recently refurbished, and it looks amazing. So can't wait to show you that. And if you haven't been to the Red Horse in a while, maybe it's time to rethink and go back because they are making some changes that I think you will appreciate, making it more of a family-friendly menu and all kinds of great stuff. But Don will tell us all about that. Our March charity is A Mother's Rest, and we will have her on this week so you can learn more about it. Great organization, though, that gives caretakers a break. And House of Respite is what they call it. Oh, good morning to Darren Ahern. Happy selling and buying. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Darren, your Frederick Real Estate Update and Remax, they are on WFMD on Saturdays at 11 a.m. You can get your updates there. All right, would you like 2 tickets to Kegs and Eggs? It is this Saturday at Rockwell Brewery, Riverside. I'd love to give you 2 tickets to go. Just text beer to 888-465-2944. Again, text beer to 888-465-2944. They're having a kind of pre-St. Patrick's Day Kegs and Eggs this Saturday, the 8th. The doors open at 10 a.m. There is live music throughout the day. And our good friends, Special Tees, will be on site printing these very cool St. Patrick's Day t-shirts. Not as cool as the Good Morning Frederick St. Patrick's Day t-shirts, but cool nonetheless. And I'm just kidding about that. All right, let's go ahead and get this Tuesday started. got to thank Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick, open daily, noon to 9 p.m. They've also gotten way more than just frozen custard or Italian ice. How about a hot pretzel or iced coffee? If you can't get to Rita's, they can come to you. You can order on Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, get it delivered right to your door. And Rita's also has a mobile unit available to come to an event, or they can cater and you can pick up or they can deliver. No reason not to have Rita's. 538 West South Street. All right, let's see what is happening locally. We've got Bob Miller and Chris Michaels joining us. Well, good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
I am great. How are you?
Well, I've been better. You know, I've been dealing with something that nobody really wants to know about. But I don't know. I haven't felt good for the last couple of days. Today's the first day I felt pretty good. I wasn't eating, and I had felt like not to be gross, but I'll be gross. I had indigestion. I had almost like, I don't know, like if you had an ulcer or a what do you call that, hiatal hernia or something. It was just like nothing. I couldn't eat anything, and I like to eat.
I know.
I think it could be because I'm on antibiotics because I had an abscess taken off in a place that nobody wants an abscess, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And when you walk in, I mean, let's just be open and transparent. When you go to the doctor and there's this little 22-year-old girl at the urgent care going, "What are you here for?" And I'm like, "I have an abscess in a place you don't want to have an abscess." And she's like, "Well, where is it?" And I'm like, "In a place you don't want an abscess." And she's like, "Oh, I get it."
You're trying to be all discreet, and they're making you yell what you got and where it is.
And then she's like, "Well, where is it?" And I'm like, in that particular location. And I'm like, "Further in than you need it to be." So then the doctor comes in and he's like, "I've got two different types of treatment we can do." He goes, "We'll just give you antibiotics and let it go." He goes, "Or I can lance it." And I'm like, "Whatever you want to do. Hey, it's up to you. You do what you do, and I'll sit here and do whatever I got to do." So he comes, he goes, "We'll just do antibiotics." And he goes, "I'll be right back." And he goes for a couple minutes and he comes back and he goes, "I'm going to lance it." He goes, "I tried to talk myself out of it, but I'm just going to lance it." He goes, "It's going to relieve the pressure." And he goes, "It's just going to you're going to be able to do so much more, blah, blah, blah." And so he lanced it. And I don't even know why. Why in the world do I share the things that I share on your show?
Because you're great.
But I'm laying on the table, right? And, feeling like I'm in, a gay porn or something. And,
oh my God.
And so he's lancing. He goes, "I got to bring in a nurse," and he's lancing it. And, it didn't really hurt because they numb it up a little bit. And he's like, and then he lances it. And I noticed that there's a nurse there. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Spreading you wide."
Yeah, it sounds like the start of one of those movies.
Right? I apologize. I'm like, nobody should have to see this. Nobody. And then he's like, "Ooh." And I'm like, "What? What'd you do?" He goes, "No, I just squirted out all over me. So, hey, if you haven't had your breakfast, you're not going to be hungry now." So I think
the ending of one of those movies.
So I'm thinking that maybe the abscess might have had something to do because it was an infection. I guess it had something to do maybe why I didn't feel like eating. And I mean, my mother-in-law makes a great coconut cake. She does the cake and then she pokes the holes in it and pours the coconut cream over top and lets it seep into the cake. And then my wife makes this beautiful, I don't know what kind of icing it is, and then they spread coconut on it. I love it. I couldn't eat it. They made bean soup. I love it. Couldn't eat it. I made barbecue on Saturday. I couldn't eat it. I just was like, That's how I felt horrible. I ate until yesterday. I mean, mostly I ate like 5 pieces of toast in 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
So, that, I mean, if you know me, then you know that that's a lot. So I just felt, and then I felt like I'd get up and I'd be like dizzy. And then my wife's going, that's because you haven't eaten anything. So it's kind of been a cyclical thing, but I'm glad, I think I'm on the end of it, but it's still, you got to change a Band-Aid. You got to, because it's still, the instructions say it seeps for a couple of days, and it's still, and you're like, oh, gross. And then, every now and then you got to go, hey, honey, you mind putting on a Band-Aid? And so she came up with a great idea. She goes, just go get some Depends. And I said, well, that's a great idea. Of course, they don't have Depends and fat guy. Everybody's a large or small or a medium or an extra large. I'm like, where's the fat guy Depends? I'm going to have to get on Amazon and get the fat diapers.
Oh my goodness. I know it is. Let me just tell you, even after my, procedure or whatever, I had that drain. It was awful. I had to change the bandage, and it's just I don't want to deal with that stuff. And then nor should anyone else have to deal with it. So.
And then Linda, the wise one and full of so much empathy, sits there and goes, I had 2 children and, and an episiotomy and, you could never handle that. I'm like, God was smart. God gave that to women, not to men. I'm not an idiot. I can't handle that stuff.
That is the big card. I had your children card.
Yeah, right. So she handles pain way better than I do. And I'm just like, I'm trying, honey. I'm doing the best I can.
Oh, well, I hope you're on the mend. That's no fun not feeling well. No fun at all.
That and the other thing, I'm hoping that gets cleared up soon and I'll be back to normal. Because I have 30 days, Danny and Chris. I'm done. I've got to pack up a house.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not easy.
No, not easy at all. And you got to be at a top shape for all that.
Right.
Just to get through it.
I'll just get Chris down here. He'll help me.
That's right. What is the target date? Is it literally 30 days now?
April 9th.
Okay.
But they're going to get our furniture. They're going to get our stuff on April 7th. So we'll have to stay in a hotel for 2 days.
I'll help you, but I'm not changing Band-Aids. I am not. I'll move things, but I am not changing Band-Aids. I do draw my limit.
If I'm changing Band-Aids by that date, I'm back in the hospital.
Yeah, no kidding.
So the other thing, real quick,
have you back up here. Hopefully, just in time for some nice, lovely spring weather.
Yeah. So the other thing, real quick, is that my wife, and smart one, and the doctor said too, sit in a salt bath, Epsom salts or whatever. So our bathtub it's raised, it's kind of high, to get into it, and I'm like, honey, how do you get out of this thing? It is so hard to get out of a bathtub. I'm like, she goes, well, you just kind of, I'm like, I'm too old. And that's why I do showers. Bathtubs are too hard. And I'm like, we don't have the little rubber duckies on the floor of the bathtub to keep you from slipping.
You need one of those walk-in tubs with remember the infomercials.
my mother-in-law has one. The problem with a walk-in tub is that you have to sit there and wait for it to get you go in and then you just sit there on the step and you wait for it to fill up. I don't want that.
And empty, I guess. You have to wait for it to empty.
Yeah, well, yeah. I have to wait for it to empty too.
I never thought about that actually ever until you just said that.
Yeah,
that would be horrible.
For it to fill. People got to do what they got to do. So that's why walk-in showers are the best, and with a little built-in seat.
Yeah.
You talk about showers. My house, okay, I live with 3 girls, my wife and our 2 daughters. We got 1 bathtub. It's a 2-bathroom. We got 1 bathtub in that whole house. You got to take a number if you want to take a bath or a shower in that house. My daughter goes in there. You think she's doing homework. She's in there for hours. She gets out. My wife goes in there. You think she's having a meeting with her coworkers. She's in there for hours. I don't understand. I go in there and I'm in and out in 5 minutes. Scrub what needs to be scrubbed. Clean what needs to be clean. And bada bing, bada boom, I'm done. Don't waste any water. And by the time I get in there, there's no hot water anymore. It's all cold water. And for us guys, man, when we take a shower, having cold water is terrible. I mean,
Why
it's
is that,
brutal.
Chris?
I mean,
Explain, please, for those who don't know.
it's
No,
called
as George
shrinkflation.
Costanza would say,
Shrinkflation.
yes, as George Costanza would say, the water was cold. Yeah, there you go.
Shrinkflation. That does it all the time. But yeah, so listen, and our bathtub is so small, man, too. I'm a big guy. Like when I go in, I have no room like to move around. It's very then I start, what I hate? I start knocking things over because my wife and my daughters, they got all kinds of weird shampoos and creams. A man's bathtub, all you need is just a bar of soap
Lava.
and yeah, and that is it. They've got all this kind of stuff there. They've got women's this, nature's this, wrinkle cream this. I'm like to my daughter, you're 13 years old. What the heck do you need wrinkle cream for?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Then you start knocking things over. You know what, Bob? I say you and me just get our own apartment and live there together.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I got the 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, and Linda has 3 all lined up in a row for that with Moroccan sunshine blessing it. And, and I'm like, right, well,
it's almost like, like I swear my wife has a Monday shampoo, a Tuesday shampoo, a Wednesday shampoo, a shampoo for all days of the week. It drives me crazy. Just use
thank God
one
she's
shampoo.
Shampooing her hair. Thank God she's shampooing her
At
hair.
least they're clean. They smell good. Come on.
That's right. Yeah. You
funny.
have no shampoo.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I have no need for it, so I save money there.
Right.
And that's it. So there you go. Welcome. You get a little in peek of our personal lives, Danny. There you go. See.
Didn't think you were going to get all this fun and frivolity this morning, did you, Danny? I mean, we ain't no Marco on the radio, but I saw you yesterday. I saw Marco on with you yesterday.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We had a little snafu. Actually, look, he just popping right in. My fave show, he says. There you go. Yeah. It's always a whirlwind. It's always fun. Yeah. Always fun with you two. All right. What is happening locally? Anything?
Well, there is more news besides me and Bob's bathroom and shower habits here, and we'll get into it. A survey is underway in Frederick County asking citizens to provide their input on the proposed fiscal year 2026 budget. Oh boy, this should be interesting. The county says citizens can go online and take a short survey asking them to identify their budget priorities for the upcoming fiscal year. The survey can be found at frederickcountymaryland.gov/budget. It will remain open until Friday, March 21st at 4 p.m. Each funding category lists the descriptions and actual responses that have been submitted to the county budget office. And lawmakers in Annapolis are considering a bill that would affect affordable housing. If it passes, the legislation would exempt public housing authorities, certain subsidiaries of public housing authorities, and certain nonprofit corporations, capital projects from state tax. One of the co-sponsors of the bill is Frederick County Delegate Chris Fair. Now, Chris Fair says the measure would free up money for housing authorities and nonprofit corporations so they can expand the number of affordable housing units that they're making available, as well as expanding operations of those housing units to provide better wraparound services to help lift people out of low-income situations and poverty. And finally, the Washington County Sheriff's Office says it continues to investigate an incident last Saturday at around 12:17 p.m. Deputies responded to the 13100 block of Heppel White Circle for a shooting. Witnesses told authorities they heard multiple gunshots and saw 2 vehicles fleeing the area. Investigators say it started out as a domestic incident. No one was injured. Deputies arrested Bernard Stephen Tinsley Jiggets, 19 of Hagerstown, charging him with second-degree assault, stalking, telephone misuse, harassment, and false imprisonment. Looks like Mr. Jiggets here is going to be in some trouble. Taking a look at weather, it's going to be nice today. It's going to be a high of 62, although cloudy. Tonight, partly cloudy skies early. It'll give way to cloudy skies late, also 48. And then taking a look at tomorrow, we're going to have some rain and thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. Now, some of that's potential for some severe thunderstorms. Going to have a high of 63 tomorrow. Tomorrow night, low of 41. And you'll see some more showers later on in the evening.
Real quick, want to say hi to Shannon Flannery from the Goddess Group. And look, Pete is checking in this morning. He actually introduced himself to me at the Cows game this weekend. So now I know what he looks like there, Bob. So there you go.
Pete Gillott is a 30-something, maybe early 40s, 10-year-old. That's what who Pete Gillott is.
Sounds like
Pete
me.
Gillott is a, I make fun of Pete, but I will tell you one thing. When Pete is from a big family, he can do just about anything. He's redone his own house. Pete is also a picker. I mean, he might not be anymore because he's a big shot over there at the FCF Church. He's a pastor over there at FCF Church, worship leader, and I think associate pastor. But Pete used to do he's a picker. Like he would like trash day and stuff. Like when they do dump day, and he would drive around with a trailer and he would get stuff, and he would like mowers and stuff. He can build and rebuild mowers, and he sells them. He goes to auctions and stuff like that. But Pete's a lot of fun. But if you really want to know, like if you have to have a real discussion with Pete, then he becomes he's a very wise man, and I include him as a friend. The only reason we are friends is because of my wife could sing, and she was on his worship team for about 20 years.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
go. But the best thing about Pete Gillott is his wife Jessica. That's it.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
All right.
Anything
did you
in
do
sports?
Weather? Sports. I'll get you sports. Here we go. A big night yesterday. A big day in high school basketball, and we're into the playoffs now. The One West semifinals. Catoctin over South Carroll, 41-40. Brooke Williams 3-pointer at the top of the key. She doesn't usually do that, but it was the perfect time to do it, and swish with 12 seconds left to go in the game and helped Catoctin over South Carroll. The 2A Class 1, 2A regionals, Middletown over Williamsport, 42-31. The Knights knocked off the top seed. They're going to go and face Francis Scott Key in the final. Walkersville, reason why they're Middletown's playing Francis Scott Key, because Francis Scott Key beat Walkersville 42-38. 3A West semifinals, Oakdale over Linganore. You hate to see two county teams going at it, but you know what? It happens. And Linganore now will play, Oakdale will play Westminster in the 3A West championship game. 4A West region action, it was Seneca Valley over Frederick, 50-44. Clarksburg over Urbana, 65-50. Capitals got a win over the Ottawa Senators 5-4 on Monday night in a shootout. The Capitals also gave goalie Charlie Lindgren a 3-year extension, $9 million for that. And the Wizards, well, they just stink. They got beat by the Miami Heat by a score of 106-90. And congratulations going out to Mount St. Mary's head coach Donnie Lind. He is one of the finalists for the Joe B. Hall Award, which is a award for the top first-time head coach in Division I college basketball. So we'll see if he can win that. Might be hard for a small school guy like him, but we're pulling for him.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, sorry to see some of those Frederick teams get booted out of the next round, but they got to be proud of where they got for sure.
Yep, absolutely. And then the men are probably going to be tonight or probably tonight.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we thank you guys so much for the update today. Bob, good luck. We hope you feel better.
Yeah.
And we will see you tomorrow.
There you go. Have a great day, everybody.
See you later.
All right. We want to thank Bob and Chris for joining us each morning, and really want to thank Pete. Pete says, thank you. It is good to see you as well. And we love these stories. We love them so much and appreciate your comments on the stream. All right. We're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to be back with all your events here in Frederick. Well, highlight anyway. And then we've got Don Klein from the Red Horse Steakhouse coming up just after this. Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation.
There's no more essential piece of jewelry than your wedding band. And Colonial Jewelers Wedding Band Weekend is the best time to get one. Enjoy the area's largest selection of quality, made-to-last wedding bands in every price range and style, and all on sale. Save an extra $100 on your purchase when you book an appointment, and take advantage of our special financing options. Colonial Jewelers Wedding Band Weekend, March 20th through 22nd. The Colonial
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves. Double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
All right, let's find out what is happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg and Taquito in Hagerstown. Yes, the Gaithersburg location for Taco Bar is open again at 3 Russell Avenue. So if you're down in the Montgomery County area and you want some great food, be sure to find Taco Bar. Taco Bar is also in West Point Plaza, just off Route 40 in Frederick. And Taquito is at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. Now, Taquito offers the same great quality food with a drive-through experience. If you want more information or if you want to order online, go to tacobar1.com or taquitobytacobar.com. All right, let's get into what is happening in Frederick. If you want to know all the events going on and see the full calendar, you can see it at promocircus.com. Click on Everything Frederick Live and then Calendar of Events. Or if you look at the video you're watching right now, you should see a live link right to the calendar and you can bookmark it. You can actually share events to your own calendar and all of that good stuff. So this week, all right, actually, this event is tomorrow. But go on 32auctions.com, click on 32auctions.com/AAOE25 and bid on some of the artwork. We have some bids coming in now, which is excellent. But all of the money raised from the artwork that is sold will go to 8 local nonprofits, 7 chosen by each of the honorees, and the 8th chosen by Yemi. And that is the Boys and Girls Club. But there's some really great organizations. Actually, let me pull up. I'm going to show you 32. Here we go. I'm going to pull up so you can see what this looks like, because I do think this is going to be a really great event. And obviously, it benefits a great cause. So let me see if I can make this bigger. But anyway, all right. So this is the AAOE art auction. We've got just about $1,000 in bids so far. You can see here, these are the organizations that the money is going to support. The Ambush Naylor Harris Missionary Society of St. Paul AME Church, Cavante, and that was Scott Ambush. Cavante Duckett chose Beyond Shelter with the emergency shelter designation. Earl Robbins, the Frederick Alumni Kappa Alpha Psi Foundation, the Necktie Club's designation. That was one of his things that he started here in Frederick as well. Dr. Denise Rollins, the Whole Heart Grief and Life Resource Center. Guyon Sampson, I don't even know how to pronounce that. The Lambda Foundation. How do I not know how to do that? Huh. Somebody needs to tell me. So in the comments, phonetically write that out. Anyway, Dr. Renee Thomas Spencer, Blessings in a Backpack, the Frederick chapter. Teresa Williams Harrison, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, the Frederick County Alumni chapter. And Yemi is the Boys and Girls Club of Frederick County. Yeah, I want to say, I don't know. I'm not even going to try it. But if somebody on the comments can tell me how to phonetically pronounce that. I was not a sorority person, so I have no idea. But anyway, this you can see the photographs, and I'll show you all of the artwork that you can bid on. Some of it is student artwork, which starts at $25, and the professional artwork starts at $100. Again, if you want to support these 8 organizations and you bid and you purchase one of these, and you can do this from anywhere, it closes tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. And if you, let's just say, I mean, I could kind of understand. I bid on some artwork, and I will be donating any artwork that I win first to the honoree, and then if they want, we can take it to a local school or organization, or I could hang it in my office, which is wonderful as well. But the money raised is going to go to those great organizations, so you can check that out. All right, March going on now through March 15th. It's Frederick Bites and Bevs, which is, I guess, the new name for Restaurant Week here in Frederick. So the Restaurant Week is this first week through Saturday, and the next week is Collab Week. And if you want more information to see the menus and get reservations, go to bitesandbevsfrederick.com for that. Again, just an update. Frederick Visitor Center is closed through Friday for the installation of some new exhibits. So now is not the time to go there. Today, and I will be heading there, 3 o'clock, the joint ribbon cutting for Midnight Baker and Pumpkin Peasant Pierogi. It's a full Mardi Gras celebration at Maryland Bakes. Tomorrow, there is networking, cocktails, and conversations at the home of everything Frederick, as well is the final auction. So maybe if you want to go to the networking, go ahead and put in your bids for some of the artwork today and tomorrow. I think you can put in, your high bid, like a proxy bid. And anytime someone bids, your bid will go to your limit. And then you can, we will contact you for if you want an item. March 5th through 19th is the Unity Campaign. It's fundraising for 37 organizations through the United Way of Frederick County. And that is a great opportunity to learn about some of these nonprofits. Then March 6th is Boomtown, the story of downtown Frederick, part 1 at Warehouse Cinemas. Get your tickets directly through Boomtown Frederick social media or Boomtown Frederick website. You can buy your tickets directly and go see. I will be at the 5 p.m. showing on Thursday. Or, yeah, is that the 6th is Thursday? Yeah, the 6th is Thursday. And then March 8th, 9th, 15th, and 16th, there is the Maple Syrup Festival up in Cunningham Falls with hay rides and all kinds of demos. They are requesting, I believe it's a $5 donation per person upon entry. March 8th is Kegs and Eggs. Do you want to win? Oh, I'm going to put the number back up on the screen. Text if you would like a pair of tickets to Kegs and Eggs. You're going to text beer to 888-465-2944. I've got some tickets to give away this week for this Saturday, 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. There's live music and all kinds of great stuff happening. Plus, Special Tees is going to be on site printing up these very cool St. Patrick's Day t-shirts that you can purchase. I'll be on WFRE from 3 to 7 p.m. on Saturday. You can always tune in. I go over all the events again throughout the show as well to remind you of the great stuff happening in Frederick. You got to vote for your boat. The boats come out of the water. It is now time to say goodbye to sailing through the winter solstice. The boats come out of the water, I think, on Saturday, and then voting finishes on Sunday. So vote now and help the nonprofit that each boat is benefiting. Go to coloronthecreek.com/STTWS, sailing through the winter solstice. STTWS. So go vote with your dollars to help a local nonprofit. March 13th is the second showing of Boomtown, the story of downtown Frederick. That is at Warehouse Cinemas. March 14th, Dinner in the Dark benefits Leader Dogs for the Blind at Walkersville Fire Hall from 5 to 9 p.m. Join me for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've never been. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great event. March 15th is the 20th annual Retro Prom, a fundraiser for the Met at the William Talley Rec Center. And then March 15th and 16th is the 50th annual Home and Garden Expo, which is at the Frederick Fairgrounds. That looks like a really fun event. I haven't been to that yet either. Looking forward to going and seeing a lot of people there, including ANS Construction. Our own Sandra will be there, and others. March 19th, we're doing a spring sip and paint at the Home of Everything Frederick. I'm inviting you to join us. We are going to donate money to a charity. I think everybody there, we will vote on where we want that money to go. We have nibbles and beverages included. And we're going to do that cute butterfly painting you see down there on screen. And Christy from Frederick Maid is going to lead that. She's so good and patient and supportive. March 28th, it is the second annual Battle for South Mountain, 7 to 9 p.m. at Brunswick High School. It is the staff from the Middletown School feeders playing the staff from the Brunswick feeders schools as well. But the true winner is Frederick County Mental Health Association, as they are the beneficiary from all monies raised from the game, and they are doing, I think, a 50-50, and there are some raffle items as well. March 29th, 8 to 4, How to Turkey Hunt and Trout Fishing Day for kids 6 to 17 years old. That is at Catoctin Fish and Game in Myersville. What a great way to get kids out into the outdoors and learning a skill that they can use for a lifetime. April 1st is the first anniversary of Good Morning Frederick. Cannot believe it will have been 1 year in just a few weeks. That is just nuts. And then April 12th, there's a disc golf tournament in Emmitsburg that benefits the Seton Center. That looks like a lot of fun. The week of April 14th and 21st, we will be doing a county-wide egg hunt. There's going to be details coming. There's going to be a lot of great prizes for that. It may only be the week of the 14th. I might have to change that because I don't think, well, hopefully everything will be found. If nothing is found the week of the 14th, or if we still have some out there, we will continue. But the week of the 14th, we will do a huge egg hunt, hiding eggs around Frederick County. There's going to be about 300 eggs hidden. It's going to be great. April 24th is Ship's annual lip sync battle at Attaboy Barrel House. Get your teams together now. Start practicing. Reach out to shipfrederick.com for details on submitting your team to be part of the lip sync challenge. Come on, it's a lot of fun raising money for a great organization. And then April 26th, again, another fantastic organization, Andrea's House. It's the Rise and Renew Gala at the Delaplane Arts Center. All right, if you have an event you want included on the calendar, you just need to send it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com, and I will get it on the show, or message me to make sure it's on our calendar. And we would love to get it to everyone here. All right. Again, text beer to 888-465-2944 if you would like to win tickets to the Kegs and Eggs event at Rockwell this weekend. It's on Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, we're going to take one more quick break, and then we're going to come back with Don Klein from the Red Horse Steakhouse. That comes up right after this.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art splatter room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they are located right here in Frederick. A&S Construction is specializes in roofing and siding. They can also install new windows and replace your gutters if needed, or fix them up like she did ours. And they can do new patios and decks, which spring is just around the corner. Now is the time to reach out and get a quote so you know what you're looking at to get a new patio or deck. And remember, you save $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs. Just let Sandra know that Danny sent you and you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. Okay, what do we got to do? Oh, we need to do one thing first.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by Pulling for Veterans. Pulling for Veterans is a nonprofit that educates the public on PTSD. You can rent one of the trailers starting at just $1 per hour. The trailer is filled with information about PTSD and how to help. Plus, each trailer honors a vet and acts as a rolling memorial. More details at pullingforveterans.org.
All right, now we got to talk about who is making our market amazing. All right, this market maker is sponsored by the Healing Storm. Shannon and her team strive to give you the best possible solutions for all your aches and pains, whether it's Reiki, lymphatic massage, or a relaxation massage. They can do it all. Shannon's got a great team put together, and they will help you. Mama Cone has gone to get her back worked on, and she says Shannon has magic hands, and I agree 100%. Go to thehealingstorm.com to schedule an appointment and find more information. We recommend Shannon and her team at the Healing Storm. All right, I got a chance to chat with Don Klein at the Red Horse Steakhouse, and he let me know about some great things that are happening on West Patrick Street. And here he is. We are at the is it the Red Horse restaurant or just Red Horse?
It's the Red Horse restaurant.
Saloon? I don't know. It used to be, I think.
It's got many different names,
It
but
did, yeah.
it's the Red Horse restaurant.
The Red Horse restaurant, right on West Patrick Street. And this is an iconic restaurant. If you have been around Frederick for any length of time.
Born and raised.
Yeah. You know the Red Horse. But for a lot of you who don't, this is Don, the general manager, invited me here today. I think we were talking about, so my homecoming probably would have been 1983 or 4 that we came here.
Mine was 79.
There you go, there you go. And the servers here were top, probably still are, top notch.
And most of them lifetime servers too. Yeah. So they made it a profession. Even the ones that we have today, even though they're much newer, they've been here 10 and 15 years.
That's really incredible.
Because there was a change of guard there,
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah, of course.
Some retired, unfortunately some passed away.
Yeah.
And new blood came in. I'm still kicking.
You are still kicking. So when did you start here?
1994 at the beginning, like end of 93, 94. Yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's
You've
a long
seen
time.
3 owners.
I have seen 3 owners. Mr.
Yeah.
Jeffries being the first, Ken and Roy Brownfield the second, and then 3.5 years ago, Mr. Perez.
Yes. And Mr. Perez owns a couple other restaurants
He
here
does.
in Frederick and Hagerstown.
Cacique, Mariachi, Mexicali Cantina,
Yeah.
Mariachi's at Rehoboth Beach as well. Yeah.
Now, Mexicali Cantina, they obviously had to close down because of the.
Correct.
Are they rebuilding, doing anything here in Frederick?
He is not right at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
He still has a Mexicali Cantina up in Hagerstown,
Hagerstown,
but
right,
not
right.
one here in Frederick.
Gotcha.
Yet. Yeah.
So he came in and he has done a lot of nice little changes and improvements here at the Red Horse.
100%. I mean, he has replaced and upgraded many things, flooring, lighting, renovated the banquet and event space downstairs with new handicap bathrooms, carpeting, ceiling, lighting, everything.
I mean, it looks wonderful down there. It's nice and fresh, nice. And it's a great space, you know, and you and I were talking. Frederick needs event space.
Absolutely.
So that space downstairs, you said 100 and some.
We can fit 130 seated for a dinner if you're going to use the whole entire space. We can do a cocktail hors d'oeuvre party for up to 200.
Yeah.
But we can also separate the rooms. We are the king of rehearsal dinners. We can do 20 to 30 people in a rehearsal dinner, and it's easy.
That's your thing.
Yeah,
That's your thing.
we do them in the wine cellar room with the backdrop of the wine cellar, or we can do them in the other side, the west room, which has the fireplace and the 30-foot bar.
Yeah.
Bar in it. Yes.
That's great. That's great to know. All right, you guys also were known for steaks.
We are.
I'm assuming we're still doing that.
We have gone back to the original way that Mr. Jeffries portrayed the Red Horse. We hand cut the New York strips, the filet mignons, the ribeyes, the boneless ribeyes we hand cut. We also hand cut, which we have been doing now for a year, at least once a month. We have the 32-ounce bone-in ribeye, which you can't get anywhere else in this town.
No. The other thing I love is it every weekday that your happy hour specials up here at the bar?
Our happy hour specials are from 3 to 6 p.m. every day, except Saturday, but all day on Sunday. So we run the happy hour from 3 to 9 p.m. on Sunday. You got your discounted appetizers as well as $2 off glass wine, house wine, as well as $2.50 domestic beers and $3.50 imports.
You can't get that anywhere.
And you can do that all day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
We also have daily specials, which Burger Nights tonight is $5 off, which you will get a burger and fries for like $9.
Oh, nice.
T-bone or Porterhouse Tuesday, but it doesn't rhyme as well. So we call it T-bone Tuesday, but it's a porterhouse, and you get a 1 pound plus steak for $39.
Okay.
And crab cake Wednesday is $13 crab cake sandwiches, $10 off the appetizer as well as the entree. And every Thursday is half-price bottled wine night too. And that's our whole wine list, as well as prime rib on Friday, which every Friday and Saturday we usually cook a prime rib off.
Yeah.
We were just doing Fridays, but now we do both days.
Okay. Reservations?
You can call and make reservations. We'll definitely write your name down, and especially on holidays, we do take a complete list of reservations, like we were packed on Valentine's Day.
I bet.
But you can walk in. We'll get you seated.
Yeah. Yeah.
We take all kinds of walk-ins.
I bet you do. I bet you do. What is the one thing you'd want people to know about Red Horse after having been here for so long? If there was one thing people could take away, what would that be?
Well, the thing that we've been working on for the last 3 years is we've always been known as a steakhouse and fine seafood, but we changed its model and made it a restaurant for families. And we have, sandwiches now, salads, everything from $10 to the high-priced steaks and things too.
Right.
But the one thing we're more family-oriented now. We're trying to get just everyday people to come in here and have dinner. That's it. That's the one thing we want.
Well, I mean, I think you're just kind of shifting the thought process, especially for people who have been here a long time, where this was really considered kind of your special night out.
Right.
Which it still obviously can be.
We still use tablecloths.
Yeah. I know. I think that freaks people out a little bit now, right?
Yeah.
But it is. It's just a lovely place if you want a special occasion,
Yeah.
but that you can also bring the family to
You can bring the family.
and enjoy.
Yeah, we serve hot dogs, hamburgers, mac and cheese, and chicken tenders for the
Oh, well, there
kids
you
meal.
go. That makes sure all the kids are happy.
Absolutely.
What is your favorite meal here?
Mine?
Yeah.
Steak.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I come here, I get a nice ribeye, and I do come here and eat. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and my favorite appetizer here, which you can't get anywhere else in Frederick, is escargot.
I have had them here for the special night. We've come up to the bar for your discounted appetizers. We've had the escargot. It is great. Yeah, very good. So you can come for happy hour any day but Saturday, but all day Sunday.
All day Sunday.
That's pretty good.
From open to close.
Yeah, that's great. And rentals, how do they handle the rentals?
I handle all the events, or my assistant manager, Tessa, does, but they call in or they can email us at redhorserestaurant1968@gmail.com.
Okay.
And so you can send us an email, we'll answer your questions, we'll also send you photos, we'll send you menus, all that sort of thing. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you can get your whole thing organized. And
We're booking more and more parties, like Christmas. We more than doubled the parties that we did from last year.
Yeah.
And that's because we just remodeled it last year, so
Right.
it was just coming out, and now it's packed up this December, and now we're starting to book up 2025.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
It is.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And it's got a lot of great parking, easy access. That's
Easy
really great
access.
too. All right, Red Horse, right on Patrick Street. You got to come check it out. It's got the big red horse. Can't miss it. And you can come say hi to Don and his team right here too. Thank you guys for watching. Ah, yes. So great to revisit the Red Horse. Rob saying, when do they do the 32-ounce ribeyes? I think that is the Tuesday. Let me just see. I'm looking here. I'm going to try to look on social real quick. The 32-ounce bone-in ribeye, I believe, is on the Tuesday. And actually, I think it says you can get $10 off of that. So let's just see here. But I mean, the place looks amazing inside. You gotta love a place that's been around for so long and is staying relevant and continues to do some amazing things. Rob, I will find out exactly for you. I think when I put the search in, that's what it said. So, yeah, you got to go. Let's go hang out at the Red Horse. Let's go to the bar. I tell you, the discounted appetizers are amazing. I did have the escargot with friends and got dollars off of some of the drinks, and you got to love that too. And it's right there on Patrick Street. It's so convenient, actually, very convenient from where I live, but right off of 40 and 15, right where that meets. So let's take a trip down memory lane and head to the Red Horse Steakhouse right on Patrick Street. All right. Please tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. If you liked the stream, share it. After this stream finishes, I usually go post the segments separately. So when the segment gets posted, you want to go to the Red Horse, share the segment with your friends and maybe they'll go too. That's what this is all about, trying to give attention to some of these businesses who may not typically get it and raise awareness so you know what is happening in your town. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Have an amazing day and let's get out there and let's be great.